in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Drops it off for Coleman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Hey, Tuesday. 22! Gun! Switch! Look out!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
11. Check pass.
Play action. Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Ohio!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Flex round! Ohio!
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. The 20. On the crossing route, complete. That's Bird. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Tavon Austin. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. Lambo to add on the extra point. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wait.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be simple.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Tack McKinley in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tavon Austin. A dynamo since the break, 3 third-quarter touchdowns. And the Jaguars continue to roll. Lambeau on for the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will extend this big lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Check your hot read.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Tuesday.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Austin. Good move at the 30. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... Yeah, you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Flex round. Focus, defense, focus. Ohio. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Watch out.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 48 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tavon Austin taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Jaguars are pouring it on. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
22!
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Falcons on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
22!
From the shotgun, Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Check 45 to Mike. Flex round! Flex round!
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him a gain of 37.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Fournette, a first down carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together,